Okay, so for your grand finale this week, we are going to be investigating the Magna Carta. So when we look at the Magna Carta, we notice, I'm going to go ahead and zoom out. Remember, magnifying glass, 50%. And what it's asking me to do is the Magna Carta was known as the Great Charter, was drawn up in 1215, an attempt to resolve a crisis between King John I and his feudal barons. So barons are his nobles. Many barons felt the king was corrupt, inefficient, and cruel. Rebel barons, frustrated by the tyrannical king, demanded a return of their rights and liberties and limitations imposed upon the king's unbridled power. Fearing a violent overthrow, the king agreed to meet with the barons and agree to their terms. The Magna Carta laid the foundation for the principles of freedom and fairness in government, later inspiring individuals, groups, institutions, and even countries throughout history. You're going to watch the video and record 5 examples of the Magna Carta's influence at different points in history. So here, when you click on this link, now remember, if you need to, hit present. And you're going to watch this video and record how there's 5. So it'd be helpful for you to write them down on a piece of paper while you're watching the video and then type them in as you're done. And then you're going to remember, you're going to record 5 examples of the Magna Carta's influence at different points in history. So you're going to record those examples here. Okay. And then I put like a fun little video here, a little rep you can kind of take a look at over there. Okay. And then the other slides, you are going to do a reading, of course, complete sentences, evidence, examples, explanations, etc. And you are going to go ahead and answer these questions. And then finally, this is my favorite part, you are going to explain to me how these Enlightenment themes are present. So, for example, the theme individualism means people have natural rights and liberties. And remember, I gave you an example on last week's assignment with serfs. Now, in history, when you look at this event, what you're going to do is you're going to describe this event. And I'm going to actually move this over here so it's a little bit easier for you to see. You're going to describe the event at hand. And you're going to tell me who in our Enlightenment would have had a positive impact on this event. Like who could have helped it? Who could have helped this event? So first you're going to decide, are you going to talk about the Magna Carta? And then the Magna Carta is all about the premise that the kings must also obey the law. And of course, it did other things as well. So whose idea do you think could have influenced the Magna Carta? Now, what about the Crusades? You're going to tell me about the Crusades, what they were, what their purpose is, and then whose ideas could have made a positive impact on this event. So I did the same type of question, but with a different theme. Mine was on reason. So we were learning about the bubonic plague this week. So my idea was, I'm going to define my event. I'm going to describe whose ideals could have made a positive impact on this event. So you're doing the same thing. You're describing the event, either the Magna Carta or the Crusades, and then whose ideals could have made a positive impact on this event. Remember, you can look at this cheat sheet here or your notes. So here's my example. The bubonic plague was a deadly disease that swept through Europe. The common belief was that this plague was a wrath from God to punish those who were afflicted. So I've described this event. Now I'm going to go through and I'm going to describe who could have made a positive impact on this event. If the people of the Middle Ages were more knowledgeable in science, perhaps so many people could have been saved from this disease. Madame Geoffrin, a salon hostess, often gathered the best thinkers to discuss ideas, promote problem solving, and philosophy. If there were salons on the Middle Ages or in the Middle Ages, this could have led to important scientific discoveries on health, hygiene, and vaccinations. This would have resulted in not only lives saved, but advancements for the whole society. So what you're going to do is you're going to tell me about the Magna Carta, which is a theme for being individuals having rights, crusades, individuals having natural rights and liberties. You're going to describe the event first. Then who would have made an impact on this event had they been around, or their ideas would have been present during this time. Thank you so much. I look forward to reading your writing.